Hello and welcome to my shop. Today we're gonna talk about picture frames. Picture frames we're gonna make together using mahogany, and we're gonna start with rough lumber, like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna join, plane, cut to size. Let me show you an example. So we're gonna have 3/4 by 7/8. Then we're gonna cut a rabbet. It's gonna be 1/2 inch by a 1/4 inch. That's what we're gonna have at the end of the day. Something like this. And I'm marking the joint faces on both sides to remember which one is which. And I know I have 90 degrees between the two, so I'm checking to make sure my jointer fence is well set up, which it is. Now let's go to the planer. And at the end of the day, we have 3/4 of an inch thick. Alright, here we go. Since I've done pieces before, I'm gonna take this one and as a template for the other one. It should be right about 1/2 inch, which it is. Lug the fence and now the height. Too high, too low. Okay. And now, if I run like this, I'm going to have my first cut. Here we go. I heard it bobbed down and lifted up a little bit. I'm going to do it again. Okay, now we can do the other cut. Now we can do the other cut. I'm gonna use my template again. Make it down. I think we should be good to go. And just one thing as a safety precaution, make sure when you cut the free piece, the piece that is going to be cut is on the exterior and not in contact with a fence to avoid a kickback. So let's do it. Now we have these pieces like this, and we can start cutting miters, 45-degree miters, but to make sure it joins fine, I'm going to cut these miters at 45.5 to make sure the corners fit perfect. So let me show you an example. Now we're going to cut the miter, and be careful which side you're cutting. And I can put a zero clearance fence, but I don't think it's necessary. If you go really slow, your surface is really clean. And then we can start the glue up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put glue on all the corners. Let it soak a little bit because it's ingrained, so it has a tendency to soak up some glue. I will add more glue if necessary, and then join the corners together. For these, we'll be using some clamps and some corner pieces with some tape, and of course the corner pieces are square. So if necessary, I'm adding more glue to the corners to make sure I got glue on both sides, because it's ingrained to ingrain, so it's not very strong, so make sure you have enough glue on there. And in my opinion, if you do the joinery right, there's no need to reinforce the frames with splines or anything else. That should be good enough. I'll come back to you if I have an issue in the future. I'll let you know. So I'm taping and clamping the corners, and if you make sure 3 corners are square, automatically the 4th one will be squared. So only 3 corner pieces are enough for rectangles. And finally, I'm adding weight to the corners to make sure they don't lift up. And then the next day I come back and take everything off and see what we have. And then we have a frame that is perfectly rectangular. And all we need to do is clean up the frames. So sanding them, eventually put some glue if the joints are not good. And then put everything in the frame. If you'd like to see that, I can also show you that. Just comment below and I'll show you the process. So that's it for today. If you liked it, please comment, like, subscribe so I can do more. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you later.